This is Talina, and I've been receiving a lot of questions lately asking how I create the writing samples for the Vulcan language Tumblr. So I have created a small tutorial, and basically it's gonna go over the method that I use. I'm not sure how Fuku does hers because she's on the other side of the world and I've never actually seen her in person. But all you need for the method that I use is Photoshop and the internet, or you could just have the necessary files downloaded onto USB, any way of getting the image that I will be showing you, and a computer or laptop. Doesn't really matter which one as long as it's not too old to run Photoshop. I use a MacBook Pro, and I named it Surak. Anyway, and then if you have any questions about any further questions about creating your own writing samples after watching this video, you can certainly ask more questions using the Ask box on our Tumblr or using the email, which is vulcanlanguage@gmail.com. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is go to Cursaya, which is where the script originates, and for this one I'm going to do the traditional calligraphy. So click that. And at the bottom of the screen, the very, very bottom, there's this, and click that. Here's all of the num. Can drag that into Photoshop, which I've already done, and I have it here. Now, I'm just gonna do one of my requests, which I already have here, but basically, what I've been doing is this. So this is skan, which is family. It's spelled S-K-A-N-N. So if you know about the Vulcan alphabet, Vulcan traditional calligraphy, SK is actually a num in itself. We wouldn't put S and K because it's all one sound. So here we look for the S, which is here, and look for the SK. Sko is what the num or letter is called. What I do is just take that and drag it over to another canvas. So there's SK, and now we just need ANN to finish the word. A, all the vowels are down at the very bottom. So when you're doing vowels, you have to make sure you're careful that you're getting, if there's AH, you're getting the right num, or if it's two A's, you're getting the right num, etc. To be really careful about making sure that you're not always doing it letter by letter. In this case, it's okay because it's just an A. And I drag that over. And then you can use drag it with your with the pointer, or can use just the arrows on the screen to get into the place that you want. If there is any white that is covering up, for example, if this happens, don't crop it close at the top. If this happens, and there's all that white there, you can just get an eraser and carefully erase that bit, or whatever bit you need to erase. So there's the A, and then there's an N and an N. There's two N's. So let's get to the N. Now some people would want to put two of these symbols, but there's actually a symbol on its own, which is the double N. So we're going to take that and drag that over. And then there's a bit of white there, so I'm just going to take that out. And there we go. And then you have an entire word. If it is a name, then you would put the umlaut. Let's just pretend this is a name for a minute here. To make this scan a name, we would just pop that right on there. And that connects quite nicely, so I don't have to do any erasing. And then here's scan, which is family, and scan the name.